I'm Katrice Nolan. Thank you for joining us for WRGX First News at 4. We'll get to that in a moment, but first, some breaking news out of Dale County. A shooting has occurred in the last hour in Daleville. This happened along Highway 84 at Tank Hill Road within the last hour. We've learned that at least one person was wounded and the shooters are still at large. Police say the two shooters fired into a vehicle with 5 people inside, and it appears to have been a random shooting. Police are searching for the gunman. We have a reporter at the scene, and we'll have a live report on WRGX News at 5:30.
That's right, Kevin. And as you mentioned, the school board members are in executive session right now. They wasted no time. They made sure that they came right in at 5 o'clock. They said the convocation, they said the Pledge of Allegiance, and they went right behind closed doors. And again, this meeting is closed to the public. Superintendent Tim Wilder is under scrutiny after allegations over inappropriate text messages have surfaced. A little bit of background information for you. The employee who made those claims against Wilder has recently resigned. So I want to show you how excited they are about having a brand new home. They get greased up in peanut oil and then they find a new home. So I just have one question for you. What do you feel, or how do you feel about having a new home? Okay, so excited.
Let's join News 4's Katrice Nolan, who is live at Eagle Eye Outfitters in Dothan, where their event is currently underway. Katrice?
Demetria, that is right. We are standing under a big red and white tent at Eagle Eye Outfitters on Ross Hart Circle. And I can tell you, everyone that's under this tent, they are excited about what you can do. That's right. Everybody that is at home can participate in some type of way.
Katrice, this is all messed up. We brought in snow downtown over the weekend, but I think it would have been more appropriate today.
I think so, too. It feels like December. It feels like Christmas. Let's check in with meteorologist Nate Harrington for our first check on weather. So the oysters at Hunt's, everyone talks about it, and it's nothing new, but I haven't quite had a chance to try them out. So I have my crackers and my baked oysters. So here we go. Very good. No wonder people keep coming back.
It is.
Always.
It is.
We're our own rays of sunshine.
That's right.
That's all I got. Taylor's in now with sports, and the Heisman Trophy finalists were just announced.
Kevin, if there's anything, we'll be sure to bring it to you right here on WRGX News at 5:30.
Thousands of grams of a deadly drug. The sheriff announced 2 major synthetic marijuana busts today at a news conference. This was a day that finally many students in Dale County got a chance to return to classes after being out of school nearly 6 days since this hostage situation began. And school officials told me they wanted to make sure this day was as normal as possible. Blue, red, and black bows adorn the fence of Midland City Elementary School. It's a symbol parents have put in place to honor the life of beloved bus driver Charles Poland Jr. and the safe return of Ethan, the 5-year-old who was held captive in a 6-by-8-foot bunker in Midland City for nearly a week. School officials are celebrating that little Ethan is safe and that life is close to being normal for him.
Eating a turkey sandwich and said he was watching SpongeBob.
But before students walked into school, counselors and clergy members were on hand helping them cope with such a tragic event.
We had clergy on hand at all of our schools this morning on the south end of the county. We had counselors in place at schools this morning. We have a process in place. If a parent requests counseling, we have a process in place that would take care of that as well.
Despite such a tragedy, students were excited to return to class.
They were very looking forward to coming back to school, to go through this process, to let not only to communicate with each other, but to be there with their teachers and to let this healing process begin.
Here at Midland City Elementary School, they want to make sure that when Ethan does get a chance to come back to school, that he's welcomed with a happy birthday celebration.
Well, as soon as we can make contact with Ethan and his mother, we would like, his birthday's tomorrow, we would like to do something for him, possibly at Dale County High School.
And after that birthday party, they are hoping that he will soon be back on this playground and focused on his schoolwork.
We want to ease Ethan back into our school and make him feel welcome and put our arms around him and love him.
And that's certainly something that little boy needs, a hug and some love. And one thing that's interesting to note about how strong this little boy is, school officials say they spoke with hospital officials who told them Ethan was pretty much a normal 5-year-old despite what he had been through. He was giving everybody at the hospital high fives and making sure that he put sticky notes on everyone. So certainly some good news to report tonight.
The South Regional Basketball Tournament will be in Dothan starting this Tuesday through Saturday. It's a high school tournament featuring several male and female high school teams from across the state.
We'll have 48 teams that will be participating, so we'll have a lot of people coming to Dothan. They'll be coming from Mobile up to Dothan and up to around Troy, everywhere in between those areas.
With so many teams in the 5-day tournament, it will add a few points to Dothan's financial scoreboard.
This tournament will have a tremendous impact with the city of Dothan financially. We'll have a lot of people coming to Dothan, spending their money in our restaurants, buying gasoline, and staying in our hotels.
And that is music to the ears of downtown restaurant owner Blue Qatar.
As long as we have that crowd in downtown, so it's going to be beneficial for every businesses in downtown.
The tournament is an effort that has been warming the bench for quite some time now.
Thing that we've wanted to see happen here for a long time. It brings a lot of teams and a lot of people to our community.
It's a tournament that is sure to be a slam dunk for the Dothan economy and a fast break for the entire family. In Dothan, Katrice Nolan, WTVY News 4. Betty and James Johnson sift through pictures of their granddaughter, Mayamuna Njai.
You can call me Muna, Granny.
They haven't seen the 5-year-old since December 27th, 2011. Her father, Ibram Njai, took her to his homeland of Mali, West Africa, nearly 6,000 miles from her home in Moorhead, Kentucky, during what was supposed to be a custodial visit during Christmas. The maternal grandparents who live in Ozark explained how they felt when they heard Mayamuna had been abducted.
It was absolute horror because we didn't have any indication that it was going to happen.
Muna's mother says she knew something had happened to her daughter before she was told.
I knew before I heard. I just had the feeling like when I dropped her off on Christmas Day to her father, the way that he behaved, I just knew that he was going to take her. My mouth went dry for the moment, and it was what you call a surreal moment. I almost couldn't believe that it was happening, except that I knew that he was going to do it.
It's a battle that's been brewing since the couple divorced, but what's made the process so complicated is the fact that Muna is in another country.
The main question that people ask is, why can't you just go get her? So the simplest answer to that is that he is in a sovereign country with her. And the United States, in theory, can't tell another country what to do with its citizens.
And after speaking to several congressional leaders and staging a protest in Mali, Hunter says her latest option is to appeal to the highest executive in the country.
I am their constituent, and so I've been to Washington 4 times to lobby. I've been in their offices and encouraging them to help the U.S. rule of law be followed here.
She started an online petition to put her issue on the White House agenda, an issue that she and her family is hopeful will be resolved soon.
We are beginning to see that this is coming to an end. But in the meantime, it's very, very sad.
In Ozark, Katrice Nolan, WTVY News 4.